Welcome, everybody. I want to introduce you to Lori. She is a VA school graduate, and she is here to tell us all about her experiences in VA school. So, welcome, Lori. Hello.
Hi, happy to be here.
So, tell us, let's start from the top. So, what did it look like before you started VA school, and what does your life look like now?
Before VA school, I was in a job that I was working very, very hard, very long hours, and not getting paid very much money at all, and wanted out desperately. And I accomplished that.
Yay.
And she was actually my first client because she didn't want to let me go, but wanted to pay me the same wage. So I only worked for her for about another month. I replaced her very quickly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. Let's talk a little bit about confidence. So when you were in that job and when you didn't want to be there and you were just starting your journey to be a virtual assistant, how did that change? I guess what I'm asking is how did the support help you with your fears and stress about starting a business?
Oh, so confidence wise, from just being in the live chats and going through the school, you really helped me realize that through your experiences and other classmates as well, that we were all underpaid and that there was no competition, and we are who we are, and our brain is who our brain is, and what we had going on before didn't really have anything to do with what we had now, other than the experiences that we brought with it.
You said that really well. It's like the things that the experiences that you have before. It doesn't have to pave this path, right? It doesn't have to be the road that you continue to go down. And you really can start from where you are as a VA, which I've found to be awesome. Really,
Right.
really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about the support that you receive. So, your experience in the study halls and the office hours, and then we have bonus sessions and things like that.
Support was phenomenal. I had never been in a class, a school, anything that compares to what this experience was. This is you being live with us and answering literally any question we have, from our office setup to how to apply for our business license to what monitor or how many monitors do you use. Like, it was just information that I didn't know that I needed, that I received. And also, like, the feedback from going in and checking our LinkedIn, our web pages, like, you were just there every moment for us. And like I said, I never encountered that. And I actually took another VA school over COVID lockdown, and it was nothing like what this was.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for saying that. So what was your biggest aha about the whole, for well, two, I'm going to ask you for two ahas. One about VA school, and then what about an aha just in terms of what is a VA? Because I know a lot of people, they come in thinking it's one thing, and it turns out that it's something different.
Um, so VA school for me, I from my previous experience, I thought it was going to be how to do certain, like, programs and how to market your, which there was marketing, but it was different. And I can go into that as well. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Um, like I said, the support, the teammates, my accountability partners, my lifelong friends that I grew to love in this school, like, it was the whole package.
I love
It,
that.
it, yeah, it's mental, it's how to raise your prices, how to be confident, how to stop the chicken chatter.
No, yeah.
And I even joked around, well, not really joking, but I told my classmates that this was the high school experience that I never had, but I deserved. It really
Wow.
was.
That's that is awesome. I love that. I
Yeah,
love that because you and I have
because
talked about high school. High school, was not my favorite place either. But, I think I said to you, it's not good to peak early, so it's better that we're having it now right? Instead of back then. Oh, that's great. I'm glad that warms my heart to hear you say that. Really, that's
yeah,
awesome.
we're even planning like working vacations together. So it's like a true friendship. It's not fake. And I guess my biggest aha for the whole package of everything was that in this environment, people genuinely want to help you. It wasn't like, oh, I better not tell her that because she's my competition. It wasn't like that at all. And I found that very, very refreshing.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Because there is enough for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you could expand on the marketing a little bit. I'd love to hear what you were thinking.
So I thought originally that it would be, having to have all these social medias and paying for marketing. And it wasn't like that at all. It was basically talking to the people that you already knew, and the way that you teach us to do a bi-monthly newsletter. And it was just so effortless. Like I remember telling you guys when I got my first client, like I was trying to talk her out of it. Like it was just somebody I'd known for a long time. And I was like, oh well, you don't have to pay that much. And she's like, no, I'm gonna pay your rate. Like you're worth every penny. And I just didn't think that it would be like that. I thought it would be complete strangers, that I would have to work really hard to find clients. And it wasn't like that at all. So it was very refreshing.
That's awesome. I was we just kicked off a school assembly today, and the thing that was really interesting is one of the women said that her aha was that she doesn't have to be on call all the time, because I think people who have jobs and they've been executive assistants, they're so used to, like, the text comes from the boss and you jump off the couch, and the lifestyle is not like that at all. And yeah, it's great. It's great. And so
Yeah,
so you have daughters, and and your little dogs. And do you have more than one dog?
I do. I have two dogs and two cats.
Okay. So how does being a VA work into that lifestyle with everything else you've got going on?
I mean, honestly, the only con I can say about being a VA is when the UPS driver comes to the door, the dogs bark like crazy, no matter what I'm doing. They don't know
Mhm,
you're live.
mhm.
That's really the only con I can think of. I personally only work part time, because I do have another business that I love to do and I don't want to give it up. And you were able to help me see how I could do that through worksheets and calculators and things that's all available to us through VA school. And I plugged in the hours that I wanted to work, and I was like, oof, like I'm not charging enough money. I want to make this amount of money. So if I only want to work this amount of hours, then I have to charge this amount. And that was also a big aha for me, because I had no clue. Like I had never sat down and thought about, I was just in this rut of, I was also on call 24/7 running a wedding venue. I'd get calls at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, the cops are at the building for some reason. And I was the only employee. So I would have to go run up there. Like that was my job. And it's not like that at all. Like
No.
you pick your clients, you pick the hours you want to work. Um, I am very flexible. I can take my granddaughter and babysit her for the day if need be. Um, and I think that's another big aha, is that you actually get to pick your clients. Like you don't have to just you don't have to be frantic, like,
Yes.
oh, I need all these clients and I got to make all this money and I got to work, 17 hours a day. And it's not like that at all. It's very chill.
Yeah, that's great. That's great because you've chosen chill clients, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is a nice way of it is a nice way of living. It's a nice pace, and I was and you can do it from anywhere.
Yeah.
I've worked in barns, I've worked in softball fields, I've worked in the car, all different kinds of places. So
Mhm.
awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing your experiences. I really appreciate it. I
Yeah.
know that people who are thinking about joining us in VA school love to hear these stories. And so I appreciate you contributing to that.
Yeah, my pleasure, honestly. I appreciate everything that you've done for us and this awesome school that you've put together, and happy to now be a VIP member. So,
Yes, you are. You are a member of the VIP club. Well, thank you so much.
all
Bye for
right.
now, guys.
All right.